Alright guys, today's video will be a little longer, but as I promised, we'll be going over the final version of my of episode 3 of the Corebreaker team. And here we can have the final version that's given me the best success. I've had amazing sets with the Abomasnow, Jellicent, and Azumarill XL, Shadow Abomasnow. And the best sets I've gotten were 21 and 25. And in this set, you'll see that I went on a tear. What is it? I went. You'll see 9 straight wins, right? Or 9 wins total, part of my 13 and 15 run, which that I had fully recorded, and then it came out to 21 and 25 total. But in any case, so these, so I start with Abomasnow, Shadow Abomasnow, which can counter Stunfisk, Tropius, Azumarill, and then in the back you have 2 water types to counter Abomasnow's weaknesses. For example, Fire, and then another one is Fighting. So I have a Ghost Pokemon and a Fairy in the back in order to counter Fighting. So here we start against. This is where you want to see Gargantuar, because Gargantuar would destroy my backline, or pretty much give them a hard time. So Abomasnow actually wins this matchup in the 2 shield, even though on PvP Poke says that Abomasnow loses in the 1 shield. So I think my opponent knew that and jumped out and went into their Toxicroak here. But of course, so this is the first set that I did with this team, and you can see that in the first set I did well too. And mostly, I would have to give it to the team, not necessarily my skill, because I had to get used to the team towards the latter stages. And you'll see in the latter matches that I'm more used to the team, and me winning more with skill versus with skill and the team comp. So there, Jellicent hard counters Toxicroak. That's why I just swapped to listen and took out Toxicroak easily. And I'm able to make it to the Shadow Ball, so I'm gonna throw the Shadow Ball, and then go into Azumarill, because Azumarill has a positive matchup against Azumarill gets a positive match against Altarion, and I didn't want it to get matched up against Gargantuar. So here now we're back where we started, the Gargantuar versus the Shadow Abomasnow. So here I'm going to shield and lunge, and I should be able to hit this Weather Ball to kill them. It takes about 2 Weather Balls to take out Gargantuar, but 1 Weather Ball undebugged is about 70% already, so it does a ton of damage. So they knew there that it was pretty much over, because Altera had no play against both of my Pokemon. Or rather, I could have just farmed him down with a Bomb Snow. The Shadow Bomb Snow Powder Snow damage is very impressive. Alright, so here we have another positive lead against Swampert. Let's see what you can just go straight Weather Ball and you'll beat the Swampert. So they switch out here. This is the match you want to see versus Stunfisk. So I'm going to rip off 2 Weather Balls before I decide to switch. Because I still have, so it looks like they decided not to shield. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna absorb this. I can take a Rock Slide. You can take 1 Rock Slide with a Abomasnow. And actually, I was able to farm them down there because I knew they get to Rock Slide at the same time I get to Weather Ball. And here they came in with Skarmory, but I made a mistake there and threw... Oh no, they came in with Swampert, so that's why I threw the Energy Ball to try and go for the kill. So at this point, I'm going to let my... I was already at a Weather Ball. That's why I shielded there, so I can get the Weather Ball off and force them to either use their last shield or leave everything to their last Pokemon. So their last Pokemon is Venusaur here. So now... I have 2 Pokemon in the background that are weak to Venusaur. Abomasnow was my main answer to my hard counter to plant or grass Pokemon. And so here I'm going to have to find a way to survive and defeat Venusaur with my 2 water Pokemon. So I went in with Jellicent because Jellicent actually generates energy much faster than Azumarill. So that's why, with the Hex, so that's why I used Jellicent to get rid of Venusaur with Shadow Ball. And here, Jellicent basically hard counters Swampert. It resists both unless they're running Earthquake, it resists both the Sludge Wave and the Hydro Cannon. And Hydro Cannon is actually more energy efficient versus Sludge Wave because he's not getting stat damage. All right, let's go into the third match. Like I said, my first set was a 4-1. We're gonna go against Pan Alcohol. Is that what her name was? All right, so I have an advantage here. We take neutral from Icy Wind. And so I'm just going to go straight for Energy Ball to take them out. And since it's my first time using this team, I wasn't sure how much damage Icy Wind would do against a Bomb Snow, but it actually doesn't do too much damage. So in later matches, I just let the Icy Wind go through. It does about 1/3 of your health. Well, at this point, I can pretty much finish him. So I'm going to let this Icy Wind go through. I'm going to survive and then pretty much finish him with a Weather Ball. Oh, I can't believe that. I think because he snuck through an Ice Shard, I was not able to make it to my own, make it to my Weather Ball before killing him. All right, Icy Wind. So I'm okay with that. I'm gonna farm a little more. I'm gonna try to farm them down at this point. Yeah, I'm just gonna take another Icy Wind because they're not doing that much damage. So now I'm loaded on energy. I'm gonna switch out, most likely. I'm gonna debuff. I'm gonna debuff first, and then I'm gonna switch out to my Azumarill. So if they want to stay, they have to stay in with their debuff, just like how I'm stuck with my debuff too. So they swap out, and then they brought in their Marowak, which is not really a counter to Azumarill. So I'm gonna go for the Hydro Pump here. And Shadow Bone, after the nerf, Shadow Bone does so little damage compared to Shadow Ball, and with an XL and Azumarill, it just looks even less. Like visually, it looks really like about 20% of your health, and that's it. So I'm gonna take the Leaf Blade here. I'm gonna save my final shield for Jellicent. Ooh, I really wanted to get to that. I'm forced to shield here. I really wanted to get to that play rough earlier. Had I gotten to the play rough, I might have been able to possibly win this match, but I think I'm going to lose this now. I'm debuffed them, and I need to get to the Shadow Ball before they get to their Leaf Blade. Okay, so hopefully this doesn't kill me. I hope the debuff will save me. No, the debuff wasn't enough. Had I maybe if I... yeah, I really needed that play rough earlier to win that match. Alright, we're going to go against Dragon Lychee. Ooh, Bomb Snow is the... So, Bastion hard counters Bomb Snow. So I had to go straight into my Jellicent here. Because, once again, Jellicent gets to... It moves faster than Azumarill, so I have a... And Jellicent is my safe swap, so I prefer to go into Jellicent. In the Bastion matchup. So in the Bastion matchup, I tried to hit off 2 Bubble Beams before going for my Shadow Ball. Because then after that, because my Jellicent, its IVs are okay, they're decent. They're perfect for Ultra League, but for Great League, they're just okay. If I had better IVs, possibly I would be able to survive the Stone Edges and the Rock or the Smackdowns better. But because of that, I must Bubble Beam them twice first before going for Shadow Ball. So here I'm able to, because I Bubble Beam them twice, I'm able to make it to the Shadow Ball here and either force a shield or they're gonna have to go down. So there, that must have been an XL Bastiodon for it to survive. But in any case, he was dead anyways. So he goes in with the Whimsicott now, which is she goes in with the Whimsicott now, which is not really a counter to Bomb Snow, and I'm just gonna rip off these Weather Balls to get rid of the Whimsicott. And it's good here to keep Azumarill away from Whimsicott, because Azumarill will also have a terrible matchup against Whimsicott. So I rip off all these Weather Balls. And now I have two, so I have 2 shields left, so I'm okay. So even if I'm gonna attempt the hard farm here, because since they're using charm, it's gonna take them quite some time to get to their charge moves. So I'm just gonna try and farm them down and then hit whatever's back in the back with my hardest move. Shield again. And so they came in with a Azumarill. Now this is gonna be an interesting matchup. I don't know if I can pull this one out, but I told you guys earlier it was 4-1, right? So I'm gonna hit them with my Play Rough here, and I have almost 2 charged up because I was at 100 energy earlier. I'm gonna hit the Play Rough here. I'm gonna hit another one. So one more Play Rough should be able to take them out. So they use a Hydro Pump here. So luckily, so that means that they probably have Ice Beam and Hydro Pump, which means that I have the advantage in this matchup. So we're gonna bubble down here, and then we're gonna bubble down or finish up bubbling down the Whimsicott. So that was a really close one there. With the team pulled out, despite my poor play. And let's see the next match. All right, we're gonna go against the Seaman Mimi. Interesting name. All right, so let's see. We're gonna get hard counted again. So I'm gonna stay soft straight into Jellicent. Like I said, both the Pokemon in the back have great matchups against Medicham, which is the new what is it called? The top of the Great League. Medicham XL is on the top of the Great League list. But this team handles Medicham pretty well, the back lineup at least. So they thought I was going for a Boa Beam there, and they were wrong. It was a Shadow Ball, and it one shot the Frostlass there. So now I'm gonna have an easier time against the rest of his Pokemon. So I'm just gonna go for Boa Beam here to reduce the damage. So they thought it was another Shadow Ball. Since the first time I hit the Shadow Ball, it took out their Frostlass, so they were pretty scared now. So they shielded the Boa Beam. So now I'm gonna go for the actual Shadow Ball now. And that's why I like running Hex on Jellicent versus Bubble, because it generates energy faster and its damage is not necessarily better, but it hits neutral for its other water matchups. All right, so I'm gonna come in here with I think Azumarill to try and farm him down. Oh no, I came in with oh, there we go. I knew. So I went with Abomasnow, and then the moment that he switched out, I swapped out into my Azumarill, which is the hard counter. So my Azumarill with Play Rough as a counter to their Medicham. So they forfeited the match there. So that was the first set, 4-1. All right, so let's go into the, this is my 9-1 run. So we're going to go through in that. And so they start with a Cherim Grass, which has Weather Ball Fire. So I have to watch out for that. But we get to both our Weather Balls at the same time. But Abomasnow wins the CMP tie. And I was able to sneak in a Powder Snow there too. Interestingly here, they got to their Weather Ball first. Maybe earlier they didn't tap it. They waited or got an extra attack. In any case, I'm going to hit them with another Weather Ball here. So now they're down 2 shields. We're both have no shields left. And I'm going to try to get to my weather ball first. So that was interesting how I won earlier, but now I was unable to get to my move. But that's okay. I'm gonna come in with Jellicent, knowing that they can only get to you if they do get to your weather ball. It's just gonna be a fire weather ball, so I'm gonna be able to farm up additional energy for whatever's coming in next. So they're bringing their Altaria here. And I'm just gonna hit it with my Shadow Ball. And I should be able to survive this Sky attack and get another Shadow Ball off to finish off the Altaria. All right, goodbye to Altaria, and let's see what's in the back here. Aha! Stunfisk. Pretty much GG now. I just need to get to the Hydro Pump in this game. And as you guys know before, the XL Zoomer can take up to 3 Earthquakes before it dies. Like 3 Earthquakes, like 2 Earthquakes in a Rock Slide would not be enough. So there we go, Hydro Pump, GG. Alright, let's go into the next match. Hozu 601. Alright, we got another positive lead, and this is against, I'm just gonna, you can get to your energy ball before Zoomer gets to Ice Beam. So that's really, good, knowing that you don't have to bait here. So since they thought I was baiting, he took the ton of damage there, and so he didn't shield, so I'm not going to shield here either. And then you can actually finish him off with Weather Ball from this range, despite it being resisted. Alright, goodbye to Zoomer. They brought in Hypno. So I'm going to throw off one more Weather Ball before going down, because that the Confusion went through. And I'm going to go in here with Jellicent, because I can hit him with the super effective Hex. And most likely this is going to be a Thunder Punch. So after I debuff him, I will be able to get to, I'll be able to take those Thunder Punches better. That's why I'm going for the bait here. So they decide not to shield. I'm kind of surprised. It could have been a Shadow Ball there. I guess they're willing to let their Hypno go down. So now, since he got debuffed, his Thunder Punches don't do as much anymore. So I'm going to continue debuffing him and finish him with a Hex down. Yeah, I'm going to Hex him down from here. Even if it gets to another Thunder Punch, it shouldn't kill me because of him being debuffed twice already. So he has his own Abomasnow. So I'm going to go for the Shadow Ball here and then see if he thinks it's another... hopefully he thinks it's another Bubble Beam. So he did think it's another Bubble Beam. So this is the problem with saving your shields to the bitter end. So here I'm just going to... I'm going to throw this Bubble Beam now, so that hopefully a Zoomer can survive long enough to bubble him down. I'm going to hit a few more Hexes. He's going to be forced to throw a move here. Otherwise, he's going to get Hexed down. And then now I'm just going to bubble down his Abomasnow. Yep, he knew it was over because it takes 2 energy balls to kill me, even if it's a Shadow Abomasnow. And since I'm an XL Zoomer, it can definitely survive 1 energy ball. Alright, here we got another hard counter. So I'm going to swap out again to my Safe Swap, Jellicent. He switches out into his Bastiodon, and we love to see this matchup. I've been seeing a lot more Bastiodons recently. They're kind of annoying because they take forever to kill. Especially when I use my Safe Swap. Jellicent, it's a really long match. Jellicent comes out on top, but it still takes a long time, so it's really annoying. If they say swap into Bastion, then I go into Azumarill. But if they, if I'm the one doing my state swap, then it's usually, or if it's a Bastion lead, then I usually come in with Jellicent. So there, since I debuffed him twice already, I can finish him off with the Shadow Balls here. So he chooses not to shield, so I'm gonna do the same. And then the Hex went through, so it's gonna be goodbye to Bastard down here. And now he goes in with a Azumarill because he doesn't want to get any Hex damage on his Medicham. Because he went into Azumarill though, and the bubbles are resisted, I'm able to get to my Shadow Ball and force out his last shield. Not only that, but I was able to debuff him too. So now it's gonna, if I come in with my Abomasnow, it's gonna force him to swap out. And of course, I have a great matchup against Medicham with my own Azumarill. So I'm jumping here with Abomasnow. So I debuffed him already, but I'm gonna use the shield here anyways to preserve my health. There you go, and he jumps in with his Medicham, and most likely this is a power-up punch. So I'm not gonna care here. Because now that we both have no shields, he can power punch as much as he likes. His Psychic is still gonna take at least 2 Psychics to kill me. And Play Rough should do a heavy chunk of damage, being super effective. And I don't want him to have any additional farm, so that's why I'm just gonna. That's why I farmed up a little bit earlier there. Yeah, so he went up for another power-up punch. So it doesn't matter here for me. So I'm just gonna. So he's gonna throw his energy now. So I'm gonna take it, and then I'm gonna jump into my Shadow Bombstone here and just finish him off with Energy Ball. Since he's in the range where Energy Ball will kill him. So goodbye to Azumarill. Alright, we got through that annoying Bastiodon matchup again. Let's get into the next one. Hinamu. Let's see what she got. Let's see if I win the lead. Okay, so this is technically a win. Like I told you guys, this is the Corebreaker team. A lot of people don't know that Shadow Abomasnow beats Sunfist, so they just stay in and play it out. And that's exactly what I want them to do. Because I'm going to stay in and finish them off. So I tend to shield first. So, and then here, they're going to have to shield. Because if they don't shield, they're going to be really close to death. And I'm just going to farm them down afterwards. So I can take this Rock Slide. We've seen this before. And I should be able to get to my Weather Ball before they get to another Rock Slide. Yeah. So this is it for Stunfist, unless they shield again. Nope, they let it go. So now they bring in their Toxicroak. So by bringing in the Toxicroak here, I'm just going to go straight into my Jellicent, which hard counters Toxicroak. And there you go. I'm going to stay in just a little bit longer to make this match easier for Azumarill. I'm going to toss this Shadow Ball, and I'm going to come in with a Azumarill and absorb all the damage that they're going to throw at me. And then I'm going to farm up to a little bit more than a Play Rough. Oh, I guess I'm going to throw right away. Never mind. Oh, there we go. I got their last shield. So that was the plan there, to get their last shield. And then I'm going to take them out with the Play Rough here. And then Jellicent's going to finish off the Toxicroak. Just like we originally planned. So I'm already at a Play Rough. That's why I shielded here. So I can throw the Play Rough, which is super effective, to the Toxicroak. And it should near take them out. Yeah, so I'm gonna come back in and I'm just gonna hex down and finish off there. Because I resist their strongest move, and I also resist their fast moves. So they can only throw Mud Bomb at me, which does barely any damage. So this Sky attack might kill. Even if it does, it's okay because my Azumarill is still alive. Yeah, I should have been able to hit that Shadow Ball right there, but that's okay. Azumarill is going to finish this job off. Being that they resist those Dragon Breaths, it can take them and then get to its play rough. Say goodbye to Terry. All right. We're going to the Lalo. So I wanted to make a longer video today for you guys, so you can show you as many matchups as possible, just to show you how good this team really is. So this is a good matchup. So they come in with their Obstagoon. So one of the weaknesses of this team is seeing the Obstagoon in the front. As a safe swap, I'm okay, because I can just come in with Azumarill. But if you see Obstagoon in the front, it's a difficult matchup for Abomasnow. And really what I try to do there is I try to get off one Weather Ball, because you can get to the Weather Ball before they get to their Night Slash. And then swap into Azumarill to catch the Night Slash onto Azumarill. But generally, that's one of the bad matchups for this team. So he switches out there, and I guess he quits because I hit the play rough there, and I guess he didn't think he could come back from that. So that was the 5-0 set. And now let's get into the 4-1 set. All right, Gargantuar, we've seen this before. So what I try to do is I try to go into the 2 shield situation and make sure I get rid of this Gargantuar so it doesn't see any of my Pokemon in the back. So here I'm take this lunge. It takes 3 Volt Switches to get to lunge, so I'm always counting against the Gargantuar. So they decide not to shield there, so I'm just gonna... I think, do I shield here? Yeah, I shield here, and I'm just gonna farm them down. And then since my attack was debuffed, I'm gonna switch into my Jellicent. See the lag there? I should have been able to get to my Shadow Ball before, but I think the lag stopped me from getting to Shadow Ball. Yeah, otherwise I would have been able to get to Shadow Ball and get rid of this Venusaur. But I should be able to get rid of this Venusaur with 2. So I decided not to shield here. Very interesting play. So I'm gonna hit them with another Weather Ball. So he shields there, and now I have Azumarill in the back. Now you're gonna see just how good Azumarill XL is at taking the Sludge Bomb from Toxicroak. So right here. So it takes about half my health, a little bit over, but it's better than Swampert's Sludge Wave. So here I can hit them with Play Rough, and this should be GG. So despite that lead loss, we were able to come back to win that game. All right, so let's go against Stunfisk again. Yeah, I love to see the Stunfisk leads. People, that's all you see. That's why you want a Corebreaker team like this one to take care of Stunfisk, take care of Azumarill, and Tropius, all those common leads that you see all day, because they all they do is I don't blame them, because those are true and tried teams, right? So you have to come in with something and be ready to counter them. So here I'm going to take the Rock Slime, and I should finish them off with this Weather Ball here. Let's see if they decide to shield. Nope, they did not decide to shield, and they come in with Tropius. As you can see there, like I said, this is the great example of the Corebreaker team. Tropius and Stunfisk. So now, not only did I take out Stunfisk, but I also took out all his shields. So now, my two back Pokemon are weak against Grass or Tropius, yes. But I do have the extra shield, so that's going to help here. And I can just go for Shadow Ball. The Leaf Blade is going to hurt Jellicent, but it's not going to be able to one-shot me. There we go. And I don't know if I can get to another Shadow Ball, so I'm going to try to debuff them. Oh, so they switch out here. Interesting. So I think because they switched out there, they're going to lose. Yep. They swap out, and I have Zoomer to finish up this game. And they quit there knowing that it was GG at that point. Alright, let's go against Frat Daddy. He must be in some frat. Or he must be a... Oh, here we go again. Galvantula. Gotta love to see this. Same play again. And go straight and get to the Weather Ball before they can get to their first lunge. 4. So they're at 4 already. 4 Volt Switch. So I know for sure this is going to be a lunge. I'm going to shield. And I'm going to have to hit them again. They're going to need 2 more. 1. They need 1 more Volt Switch to get to the second lunge. Okay. 2. They're at lunge now. So no matter what, I'm going to shield. And even if I'm debuffed twice, this Weather Ball still hits hard enough to take them out. So I think they knew that. So I made a mistake here by throwing my double debuffed Weather Ball. I should have swapped out immediately instead. So I'm going to switch out to my Jellicent now. They went for a Brave Bird there. So as you can see, Jellicent is quite tanky. Even if mine is not that good with IVs, it's still able to take a Brave Bird pretty well there. Just fine. And for the counts, it's 5 Air Slashes to get to Sky Attack and 7 to get to Brave Bird. So I'm going to debuff them here because I'm not going to be able to make it to Shadow Ball. And then I think I'm going to come in with my... Because I already debuffed them. That's why I went in my Zoom Reel, because I know that I can take the discharges. And surprisingly, they went for... I think they thought I was bringing in a Bombasnow. So that's why they went for Lunge. So I bubbled them down. And I'm going to switch out to get to get rid of the debuff. And now I'm going to finish them off with Play Rough. So sometimes it's very, like, even when your Pokemon is like super low, sometimes it's better to switch out, even if you lose switch advantage, so that you can save them later for situations like that, like to help you remove a debuff or to use them as a sack swap. All right, here is Talonflame. You'll love to see this guy get out immediately, as you saw in my last video of the Talonflame massacre. I didn't see as many Talonflames today. I think maybe they saw my video and they stopped using it. I only saw 1. Or they started to realize that Talonflame is not that good in Great League. But I have my own Talonflame. Actually I was lucky enough to get a Shundo, which is a rank 1 in Ultra League. And I'm definitely going to make a video next week for you guys to see how Talonflame does in Ultra League. I have seen on the PV Poke that Talonflame does better in the Open Ultra, but I'm going to try it both in the Ultra Premier and Open Ultra. Okay, so we have positive matchup here. Shadow Ball hits for neutral. Just like if they have Play Rough, then it's a little bit closer of a matchup. But if they don't have Play Rough, then it's a guaranteed win. So that's why I like having Hex, because I can get to my moves faster. So they did a really nice catch here onto their Mandibuzz. But good thing I have Abomasnow new, and Abomasnow is gonna hit Mandibuss super hard. I'm very surprised they went for the foul play here. Because even though Aerial Ace is a trash move or a bad move, it still hits Bombsol really hard. It hits about 70% of my health. So since they didn't, I'm gonna have a chance to take them out with the. He went for the flame charges. I'm gonna let my Bombsol go down, and I'm gonna go in with a Azumarill and start the farm down. Oh no, I wanted to debuff him back down. I was like, oh, this guy, he buffed himself up, so I'm gonna debuff him back down. Yeah. And then now I'm gonna go in with my Azumarill, and I'm okay to take a Brave Bird or a Flame Charge. And he went for the Brave Bird there as his last his last ditch move there, and it's pretty much over now because my Azumarill I farmed down his bird, and now I'm just gonna take him out with Play Rough. My Azumarill still needs one more level. It's taking forever. I'm trying my best to just find. It's in 5k eggs right now, the Azumarill, right? So if and that pool is so huge, it's super annoying. But if you can get it or get lucky enough to hatch it, it'll give you a decent amount of XL candies. And I just need one more hatch. One more hatch, and I'll have enough to max out my Azumarill finally. Alright, so I have terrible matchup here. I'm going to jump out into Jellicent. Both Jellicent and Azumarill can handle Toxicroak. But I prefer to go into Jellicent as a harder, because it hits his moves faster, while Azumarill takes some time to get to its charge moves. So now they went in, so after I debuffed him, he jumped out, and then he went into Azumarill, which is not really a counter to Jellicent. So I'm going to just go straight for Shadow Ball here, and then attempt to finish him off. So the goal here is to win switch back because I lost the lead. So that's why I shielded there, and then I want to hopefully this Shadow Ball takes out Azumarill. Yeah, so one more hex should be enough here. I'm not gonna shield here. The Play Rough does what is it, 40% of your health? So he brings back in Toxicroak. And I'm gonna let Jellicent go here and then go in with Azumarill. So this is a little bit tricky because you have to correctly predict their Sludge Bomb. But since I have an XL Azumarill, and you've seen before how well it takes the Sludge Bomb, that's why I did not shield the first charge move around. And now this time I know he's so he baited me again. Not only that, but he was able to jump out and then take the Play Rough on a different Pokemon, which is Registeel. So now I'm in a very tough spot now, because Registeel is a super hard counter to Abomasnow. So I don't think I can. I think this is the one loss that I had. Yeah. So even if I get to Hydro Cannon or Hydro Pump there, it wouldn't be enough to take out Registeel, because it does about, I think, 50 or 60% of his health only. So here I'm gonna hit this Hydro Pump, but it's not gonna be enough to kill, and pretty much GG at this point for me. He yeah. Had I been able to farm him down, I would have been and had a Play Rough ready. I may be able to win that match. All right, so that's our 4-1 set. So this is my final Corebreaker team for you guys to see. When you like the team, please like and subscribe. See you guys next time.